Hey, what's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning into the channel Subconscious Truth. It's your girl Raina here, and this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The energy surrounding you is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. No fire. Let's get right to it. It just looks like somebody has been suppressing. They have a need or a want. When it comes to their emotions, there's something that's suppressed. And with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, something needs to come to an end, but it can't quite yet come to an end because with the High Priestess, this is a passive energy. Now, some of y'all may not do too good in the physical world. It's like you may not know your true worth. You may only be desired, or there's not a full confidence. Like, you don't have the confidence in yourself. It's kind of like you're in the background. And this could also be dealing with family matters. Maybe when it comes to emotions, you may not have had a good attachment to your mother or your father. So you may allow people, or you go back and forth, going back and forth to people, places, and things that give you pleasure because of your emotional attachment when it comes to your family. Now, this is a Ten of Pentacles reverse is like there's no stability, no security. Even with the High Priestess, there's some type of emotional instability here. That's the High Priestess. There's a need or want that she doesn't have, or emotion that's suppressed. And it needs to come up. That's why this Ace of Cups is here, and that's why this Death card is here, because it could be something that is in the family. Maybe you were always the one who didn't get a lot of attention, or you just couldn't quite make it. Like, maybe some of your family members are kind of successful, but it's like you can never quite make it because you're the High Priestess. The High Priestess in this physical world, she's hidden. She's passive. She's very passive. This is a woman who waits. It has to be divine timing for her to act. And maybe that's what the Seven of Wands is like maybe something's telling you to go, if this is you, but you keep falling back in that passive ass energy. It's just a lot of water around you. And it could be very intoxicating. It could be very codependent, like it's not a healthy emotion. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with the High Priestess, she's very receptive. And so you may be feeling this energy, and you may be attracting people, places, and things in this Ten of Pentacles, but I just feel like it's not healthy. It's not healthy. This is also a soul group, right? But this is like your physical soul group. So you could be dealing with people who overindulge, or who is not, they don't know their self-worth. They don't have stability and security in their life. And you could be attaching yourself to this person, or this person is attaching themselves to you. And what the High Priestess does, she is reflecting back the light to that person, or vice versa, the darkness of that person. That's why the Page of Swords is here, because I feel like there's clarity here. There's a new beginning, but some type of perception had to be changed about yourself. Once you have felt or released this toxic emotional energy, because this is like emotional neediness, and you may overindulge in pleasure, physical things that are not healthy for you, or you came from a background that a family that wasn't stable, that there was no stability, there was no security. So you don't even know what that is. You know, you remain the high priestess. You not yet the empress, where she knows her worth, she knows how to materialize and stuff like that. This is a woman who is sitting on her seeds, sitting on her knowledge, sitting on what she knows, the information she has. But she's the pomegranates hasn't ripened yet. You know, nothing has been birthed yet. This is a woman who has to learn her self-worth, but she comes from a family that didn't teach her that, or you know, they didn't even know how to do that. I just feel like you're going through a rebirth where you're gonna have to release these toxic emotions, or thoughts. You know, there's a lot of self-sabotage in here. You know, you have this strong emotional attachment to these physical things outside of you, external to you, that are not healthy, very intoxicating, very it's like a neediness, you know, like a codependent kind of sort of energy. You may not fit in a group either, because you're the high priestess. You just don't fit in, you know. And it's like, maybe you feel that way. Maybe you feel like you don't fit in with your friends or a group of friends. Maybe they got it all and you don't. It's something that you don't. It's some type of responsibility you're trying to avoid. You want to avoid something. I just feel like you may want to avoid these emotions, but regardless, they're going to come up with the death card. That's why the Ten of Pentacles here. There's some type of, you know, there's an ending that needs to happen so you can go through your rebirth and release these emotions, because they're toxic. With the Page of Swords, is like, I feel like you gain a whole new perspective. You want to break free from this cycle. This is your emotions. You know, this is the moon. This is your feminine energy. It's just not balanced. And you may be the shadow part of, you may be around a lot of people who are reflecting back to you the shadow part of yourself, where you need to, then this death card will help you bring to light, which will change your perception. Because it's like you need to break free. The Seven of Swords will keep you in a pattern. This is your emotions. This is you mentally kind of like fucked up, because you don't want to face the reality. So you in between worlds. You don't have some type of identity crisis, or like you just are not being able to accept something or let go of something. I just feel like this is like an anxious attachment or some type of social anxiety. Maybe you have social anxiety. You know, maybe when you get around a lot of things that are crowded, or the physical world is like, you get quiet, you get, you know, it's something that is intimidating to you. Even if you're trying to get a certain job position, you just quite not, you can't, it's like you quite not can make it. Like it's something, you just have this passive energy. It's some type of emotion that just needs to be released, which I feel like is the Ace of Cups, which is good, because whatever this emotion is weighing you down heavy. And you need to go through this rebirth. This is definitely a rebirth. Every ending brings a new beginning. But it's something emotionally that you have to let go. How you attach to people, or how you see yourself, or your neediness, or your wants, your desires. You know, this is a woman who is desired. And you may just be pulling in things that are not toxic for you. And it's time for you to take a stance. It's time for you to break free from this. Don't self-sabotage. Don't think you need this energy. You can become, well, the Queen of Pentacles, I mean the Queen of Cups, you know, she's very intuitive, very receptive, but she could be also so in tune into her own emotions. But she's also loving, and a caretaker, and but I just feel like you're in and out of a world or something like that. You may not fit in a group, or you're trying to fit in a group. Tell yourself that you fit in a group. You may not fit in this group. You know, this could be an obstacle for you, or it could be some type of delay to your abundance, but it's kind of like you need to let go of this passive energy. You know, the high priestess does not move until she feels it's time, or she has enough information. You know, this woman is very sexually desired. You could be pulling in men like that, or maybe jobs you desire, but it's like you may not have the credentials, or you may not have the confidence in yourself. You may just need to be the high priestess. Maybe you are here to help to heal people. That's probably why you draw in people that are opposite of you, but the same, if you get what I'm saying. However, this is going to help you heal, to release this emotion. You know, it's some type of emotion that's suppressed, that needs to come up, that needs to be healed. So you won't be in and out of worlds. So you won't be dependent on people, places, and things, or you won't feel like you don't fit in a group or something. But it's like your emotions is kind of fucking it up, because you could be emotionally self-sabotaging yourself to some extent. Now you could be dealing with a man too. Maybe he is going between you and another woman. He sexually desires you. You know, y'all are the shadow, but the relationship between y'all is just not toxic. It's more of you overindulging, and it's just for the wrong reasons, you know. And this person could be coming back to you so they could just escape. They use you to escape, or vice versa. This person uses the past to escape. You know, although they have somebody who loves them, this person may even fear being loved. It's like this person fears accepting themselves as whole. So they keep running, they keep running. Somebody is loving them. However, it could be a codependent energy. And they keep running back to this Three of Cups. Like they fear being accepted, having unconditional love. They fear that. They fear that. That could be you. That's why you keep getting into these toxic relationships, or things that are not unrealistic, you know, in your approach to this, because you may feel you need it. You may feel you want it. Something about you need to love yourself as whole. It's like you're split in two. Or this person, they may take advantage of the Queen of Cups. You know, this person could be easily manipulated. This person could be projecting on them, and this person is basically enabling them, you know. And maybe somebody's enabling you, and that's why there's no stability and security. There could be something enabling here emotionally, like the attachment of emotions is not benefiting nobody. It's like a mother is not chastised, redirecting the behavior. This person, this is a learned behavior, the Seven of Swords. Nobody is telling this person that they're doing this. Nobody is calling this person out. Somebody has to call this person out. They can't keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But they're doing this because they have some type of fear of accepting a part of themselves, or accepting that somebody loves them. So that's what I'm seeing for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus.